Earlier on the news, we told you that 27 people were recently killed in Bindi Jebu village of Riom local government area of Plateau State have been finally laid to rest. And so our news correspondent, Chizoba Anionwe, joins us live now to give us more details. Chizoba, like I said off camera, it could be quite disturbing to have to live with these kind of realities and, of course, be the one to write such stories. This is one killing too many. And how are families living through the pain of having to lose their loved ones and bury them?
Oh, thanks for having me, Lekon. It's really a worrisome thing here on the plateau, and probably other places that you have such incidents occurring and reoccurring. People go to bed hoping and praying to wake up for the next day's activities and engagement, and their lives are cut short in the night, probably not because they merited it or they did something to have that said then, but just like that, it happened. And so it's shocking. It remains shocking to their family members that are left to mourn their demise. It remains surprising and a thing of sorrow to other people around, noting that in most cases, nothing gave rise to these killings, just like in this recent one of July 15 attack in Jebu of the local government area of Plateau State. I don't even know the right word to use that will qualify exactly how these people are feeling. And so today, earlier on, when they were laid to rest, it looked like opening an old wound, So it brought up so much emotions, so much agony. You see grief written on the faces of these community members, reminding them of what happened 10 days ago. And so some people were even thinking that the burial would have held like same day, just like it's done in the past, or the next day, max 2 days later, but 10 days after. It was just bringing to the fore again the pain they saw that day, the sorrow they had to pass through, babies, mothers, fathers. Youth, no one was spared in that attack. And it's something no one would pray to see, not even to happen to an enemy. But we get to see things like a recurring thing each and every day. And so it's a call on these people that, every agency, every sector of governance would rise up to this occasion so that people can go to bed, sleep, and wake up if it pleases their God to see the next day, staying alive and in safety.
It's very, very sad that people have to live this way, not knowing when they will be attacked. But then I'm looking at the visuals now and I'm just wondering, are these people still going to remain in their communities and in their homes, knowing fully well that protection is not really guaranteed?
No, they will. They are. While I spoke with some of them off camera today, they said they are not going anywhere. That's their fatherland. They've lived there for years, and it's their inheritance. So they're not leaving it for any strangers to come and occupy because they want to grab their land, because they want to settle for cattle. That is, according to them, their claims, So if they are the main settlers of that land, of that community, they don't see any reason living there, even out of fear. And so they reiterated their stand again that even if security agencies won't rise up to the occasion, then they may have to take the laws into their hands to protect themselves, do whatever they want to do to protect themselves. And in fact, one of them said, whatever it takes, even if it means that the attackers would surpass them and overpower them, it's okay. They may all die and still maintain that that's their land and they're not leaving it alive for anyone to occupy for no just cause. So for them, they're not leaving the land for anyone. They'll continue to remain there. And so that also gave a rise for them to call for community policing, saying that would help them a great deal so that they know that they are protecting their own land, They know their territories, they know their boundaries and all those. Unlike some security operatives that are sent to secure them and may not know their left from their right, so to speak. So from your question, they're saying they're not going anywhere. They'll remain there and fight for their cause.
We know that it's still a big issue and a big debate, across spectrums of discourse in Nigeria as regards accepting or institutionalizing state police in Nigeria. But then if this is the position that these people who are directly affected by these killings are taken, one would expect that governors, governments at subnational levels would rise to the occasion to provide them with support so that they can protect their lives and their properties.
Exactly, that's the call. And 10 days ago, when this incident happened, while I was there, I had to interview one of the former lawmakers. And he is saying that, yes, some people are thinking and of the opinion that community policing would demand so much resources, financial and otherwise. But when people keep dying every day, when people keep losing their property every day, for no just cause, even when there's a cause, they think that the life of a human being is worth spending whatever resources available. And so it is their call, whatever governments at all levels are doing, at the local stage, at the state, and of course the federal level, they are thinking that the needful should be done. And their clamor for community policing remains unwavering. That's their call, that is their prayer, that it will be put into consideration so they can, have some level of confidence that they can secure their lives and their property as well.
Before I let you go, Chizoba, let's just quickly touch on the last attack in Bindi Jebu. About 14 people lost their lives. One would continue to ask the question that what is that thing that fuels the passion for these marauders to carry out these attacks, and why is it easy that they're able to access these villages, attack, kill without any form of resistance, any form of help coming in time for those people?
In some quarters, people will tell you that anyway, for these community members, they would say that their attackers are known, unlike what you always get to hear, unknown gunmen. So for them, though it's an allegation that these are Fulani herdsmen that have been living with them, occupying some portion of their land, because even their forefathers at a point got to settle with them in that area. And so for some of them, they already know the nooks and crannies of the community. And so having their way wouldn't be an issue, However, some other people in some quarters will tell you that these are foreigners. These are foreigners. When you look at it, they will also tell you that there are some informants, even from the community members, for one thing or the other. So when there's an informant and they go out to invite these people, come in, I can help you find your way, through whichever avenues, and then they gain entrance, do what they want to do, and then flee. And sometimes arrests are not made. And up till today, 10 days after this incident in Jebu community in the local government area, we have not been told officially that arrests have been made. So it's worrisome, actually. It's worrisome. So everybody is looking and hoping that sooner than later, all these questions that you have raised here, especially on how these attackers, foreigners or non-foreigners, get to have their way into these communities where they do not live and commit these atrocities, flee, and they are not arrested, and they are not no traces whatsoever to where they can be found and arrested. So it remains a puzzle for many people.
Well, whether it's a puzzle or not, too many lives being lost on a daily. Government needs to step up on providing security. That's part of the oath that they are bound by when they actually took office. Thank you so much, Chizoba Anionwe, for sharing these details with us. We hope that these people and their families will find strength to live by these trying times. Thank you.